Good morning. This is Cheryl Hirsch with Hirsch Parent Coaching. Today I'm here to talk about tool number 15, allow for independence and productive struggle. Allow for independence and productive struggle. What is productive struggle? Productive struggle is that sweet spot when we're learning between being too easy and too hard. So when kids are in school, we want them to struggle a little bit. If it's too easy, they're not learning. So that sweet spot of learning. I was reminded of this, and what gave me the idea is when I was visiting my twin nieces, grandnieces, over Labor Day. I was sitting on the floor with one of them, I don't remember which, and she was trying to put on her shoes. And all I wanted to do was to put it on as a way to help her by just quickly putting on the shoe. But I held myself back and knew how important it was for her to grapple with putting on her shoes. Now, she was not upset or frustrated in the least, and she was determined to get her shoe on, and it took a little bit, but she eventually did it. So at that point, I could congratulate her and how hard she worked and how successful she was. And that's an example of what that could look like in a child of that age. As they get older, I keep thinking of a parent, a wonderful, wonderful parent that I worked with who had a middle school child who struggled doing homework, just frustrated, not wanting to do it. So she would sit with him every day after school at the table, just ready to be there should he need some help and guiding him through it. When I said to her, what would it look like for him to do his homework where you are showing him that he is capable and has the ability to do this on his own without you? However, if he does need you, how would you make yourself available? We want to send the message that kids have we want to develop their confidence and that they have the capability, and when they are successful, it develops their confidence, their intrinsic motivation, they feel such success, and that's what we want for them. At the same time, we don't want them to struggle so much that they're having breakdowns. I think we've all experienced those with our children where it's over the top and they really have a breakdown. And not feeling competent at all. So that's not what we want. We want that sweet spot of allowing them to have that struggle and help them be successful. I think of the story in the news of the famous actors who are doing all sorts of things to get their kids into college. And what I kept thinking about most was what was the message they were sending their kids, that they couldn't do it on their own, and it would be a huge failure not to be able to get into those universities when there's so many wonderful ones out there. And that's not the message we want to send our kids. We want to send them that they are capable. Struggle is good. Failure is okay too. But we need to allow them the opportunity to have that struggle. Just like I had to hold back helping the little one with her shoe. It was really hard for me, but she felt so good when she accomplished that. So we want to keep that in mind. We want the kids to become independent. We're not always going to be by their side. So when you send them off to college, you want them to have the tools and that it's okay. That's when the learning takes place, is when they struggle. So I hope you found this helpful. Again, it's something to remind all of us. I know starting this new business, I've had some struggles, and I have to remind myself that that's a good thing and that I am capable and competent, just like the message we want to send our children. So I'd love to hear from you. Just give me some feedback about these videos. If you have any ideas, I'd love to hear from you in the comments section. Thanks so much.